still exist, I promise. So I haven't made a video in a while just because I've hit kind of like the blanket's too big for me to tote around, and I was taking it occasionally with me to work. It literally will not fit in my bag anymore, like not even with it ballooning out of the top. So progress on it has stalled a lot. Let me go grab it and I'll show you. So this is where it's at right now. So like, is pretty good progress. I'm so happy that I got Luminatish in there now. But it's pretty good progress, but it's not enough to sit there and update you guys on. Like, I literally didn't touch it for like 2 or 3 weeks. But I figured I would come and give you guys updates and show you guys what I got done on the blanket. The other thing I've been working on lately was teacher gifts. I still have a couple I need to send into the school. Ignore that noise, you'll know what that is in a second. So I haven't added the tags to them yet, but I have been making a ton of bucket hats, specifically in these colors, because these are the colors for his school, which I was kind of surprised at, but there's a perfect yarn for this. So I was like, no color changes, and I get to make school colors. It's perfect. But I have decided that I'm going to be trying to make a whole bunch of stuff this year and store it up. Either it's going to be Christmas presents at the end of the year, or I might start trying to do markets or sell my stuff. I haven't decided yet. I really like crochet as a hobby, and every time I've tried to step foot into making it a business, my brain freaks out. So I'm gonna dip my toes in, and worst case scenario, I just pull them right back out and go, the water's too cold, I can't get in the water right now. But minus these guys, this is what I have for wearables. I have one, two, three, 4 hats, 1 ear warmer, 1 cat hat, 1 bucket hat, and 2 scrunchies. Now, that is a huge tote for these little amount of items. I'm gonna keep working until I fill up the tote, and then that's what I'm gonna be using to do the market stuff. Also, I have a second tote for plushies. So I got this little guy that I made before I went to the Run Fest the year before last year. Oh my god. So the year before last year is when I made this. I love this guy because of the detail underneath. Like, it actually looks like a mushroom. It's supposed to be popping. It kind of pops. Not really. I don't know what I did wrong. At this point, I wasn't really that into amigurumi. Took Japanese in high school. The fact that I can't say that properly is embarrassing. But yeah. And then I got 2 little kitties, and I haven't decided if I'm going to put faces on them yet. My kid's obsessed with cats, so if I don't end up doing the market stuff, me having a whole bunch of cats around the house, it's not gonna be, they will be adopted and loved. That's where that crochet hook went to. I've been looking for this for like 2 weeks. I just rearranged the whole living room to be able to record this. Apparently this was under one of my totes. Makes sense, that's where all my crochet is. And there it goes, okay. I set it on the handle for the tote, which you guys are sitting on. Yeah, I got 2 little Bernette blanket kitty cats. I had more, and I have a sneaking suspicion that my kid has already adopted some of them. But I have 2 velvet kitty cats. This is made out of the velvety yarn, the Mainstays velvety yarn. I am in love with that stuff. Some people are complaining that the joins are hard. Cut the hard part out of the joins and put it back together. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this stuff, so soft. It's fluffy too. You know how Bernette velvet will sometimes shed when you're trying to do too tight of stitches with it? This stuff, it's not shedding. It's still got the velvety, and it's so soft. I love it so much. Like, this is my new favorite yarn right now. And they only have 4 colors, and it makes me highly upset. This was made with the Bernette Velvet baby held double. So I was trying to get it to be about the same size as these. I'm not going to do that again because it hurt my hands a lot. Let's see. Mr. Ducky. He looks okay from the side. From the front, you kind of wonder. I actually think I might have sewn this or embroidered his head on crooked, but he's the first one that is at least somewhat marketable. This is the Darla Duck pattern thing. But anyways, I have one of those guys. Oh, and I have one of the kitty cats in just normal acrylic. Oh, there's the other kitty cats. I thought they were hedgehogs. So there's the other 2. And they're made with the gray Mainstays velvet. I can't get the faces on correct. Like, look at how crooked that is. They're wonky. These are probably going to be my kiddos' friends, but maybe they'll be Christmas presents. Who knows? Who knows? And then we start going into my hedgehogs. I call this one my Cinderella hedgehog. Surprisingly, nobody has snatched this up. So the hedgehogs were all like, ooh, who wants them type of thing from last year. Nobody snatched them up. My corn on the cob hedgehog. Look at how cute he is. My fall hedgehog. My bumblebee hedgehog. Which everybody thinks is Steelers. I promise it's not Steelers. I was just trying to make a bumblebee. My lavender lemon hedgehog. He's so cute. My purpley hedgehog. You know those flowers that are growing on sticks and they're all different shades of purple? That's what this is. Not the lavender. The ones that look kind of waxy and bulb shape. That's what he is. And then this one's just neon fun. But look at him. This one was me playing around with, can I make patterns in their little fur? Spoiler, the answer is yes. This one was one of the first ones. I was like, What colors go together? This one screams little boy who has like the bear theme for his room. The light blue bear theme. But yeah. This one's the goth hedgehog. I actually got special beads for it when I made it. I don't know if you can tell, they're faceted on some of them, so they actually like shine in the light. And then some of them are like gray, well, black glitter. My boyfriend says that these aren't clowns. He says that these are just fun pastels. You tell me this is not a clown. I like clowns. I like bright colors. You tell me that this is not a clown. Come on now. And then this one, I gave him a different colored nose. But see? They're clowns. They're clowns. This one's my watermelon one. Look at him. I wish I would have brought the seeds down a little further on this side. And this side. But it was back when I was still learning how to do them. This one's the princess. Probably should make a pink one. I'm not a big fan of pink. I have to mix my pinks with like other colors. This was my attempt at making a pink one because I'm just not a fan of pink. This is showing up green on camera, is like a dark teal. Let's see. Yeah, that's close-ish. It's a lot more vibrant in real life. But this one's just a little princess. And I've made a ton of these. Like, I actually, I have sold a few of them. Not enough to, like, start marking everything down because I don't hit, like, the threshold per year. But, like, occasionally over wintertime, I'll, like, sell off, like, 1 or 2 hats or, like, plushies and that kind of stuff. But every time I start getting asked, like, can you do it more? Can I do these specific colors? I have trouble interpreting what people want, so I make way too many and then I overwhelm myself. So, like, her favorite color is yellow. This is how I interpreted that prompt. And there was another corn on the cob looking one, but it was done with this yarn. And guess what? That's the one that they picked. I for sure thought that they would go for the Cinderella bear. I know that it's not yellow, but they are Disney people. You tell me that does not look like Cinderella. You tell me that does not look like Cinderella, and I will tell you that you are a liar, my good sir. But yeah, and then the other thing I've been working on, my kid is enamored with them. He is called Flip the Fish. This is his personal one. The tail is all grody because of how much he's been playing with it. I almost got it. But it's a bottle flip. It's a bottle flip fish. I have been using him as quality control. He's only allowed to flip them like 3 times before they go into the bin, besides his personal one. But they have a rim on them, so you can flip them, and they land, and it's quiet. But so this is his personal one. This is the first one I made. That's what I did to the other ones. I gave them googly eyes. These are too small of an eye shape for them. So this is 4 millimeters smaller than what's recommended. If I get the right recommended one, they'll move a little easier. God damn. Mo. Okay, yeah, you guys can see that bit. But, so. This one. He flips. Jack actually got him on the first time. And there's this one. This is the size difference between Bernette Velvet and Just Chanel Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree Just Chanel yarn. So, yes, someone hurts my hands though, but I like it. So those are the ones that they are completely done. Ends are all woven in. I'm gonna show you in just a second the ones that aren't. Let me pack all this up. Just a heads up, y'all might get dizzy. Where is... Oh, there's the other. I still have not figured out how to edit videos that well yet, so you guys get to hear all the transition noises. And you get to see all the transition time. So we're gonna go like this. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna grab the other two. So this tote is the tote of items that still need to have all the ends woven in. I do enjoy weaving ends in, I want you to understand. But when I'm not doing a project as big as that, I'm not going on that. When I'm not doing a project as big as the Pokemon blanket, I'm not the biggest fan of stopping the crochet long enough to weave in the ends. Okay, I am shaking you guys like an earthquake. Hold on. So, before the end of school, I have 4 more hats that I have to weave ends in, and these guys are not going in the bin. Sorry, actually, I got 5 more because this is a friend hat. At the end of the school year, I make hats for all his little friends and his teachers, and this year he gave so many hats out to random people. I don't know if I'm doing it again next year because I spent a lot of time on it. I sent him to school with freaking 15 hats. But anyways, so with that being said, I got 3 bucket hats that need the ends woven in. This is the very first one I ever made. Can you tell the difference between my tension? This one might be a personal hat. These are gonna be one of the granny square bags after I weave in all the ends. This is another bucket hat, but this one's made out of acrylic, not cotton. I have a whole mess of scrunchies that need their ends woven in. My spider hat that people don't always realize is a spider. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this one. This one took a significant amount of time. And the ombre in the back, like you can actually tell where the ombre switches. I was trying really hard to make it look like you couldn't tell, but yeah, I still got a lot of ends to weave in for this guy. And then I got 1 ear warmer that needs its end woven in, just one of the ends. I've been slowly chipping away at them. Why did I not carry the yarn up the side? Like I was following, I can never remember her name. Her whole thing is she makes cat hats. She's on YouTube. her bestseller is black and gray cat hats, and she hates making a whole bunch at a time. She'd rather like do a little bit here, a little bit there, because she feels like it gets boring. Her first name starts with a T, her last name starts with an A. I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but I followed her pattern. Girl, why do you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to yourself? Just carry the yarn. Does it actually make a difference? I'm gonna find out, does it make a difference carrying the yarn or not? Like, this is ridiculous. There should be 4 ends in this hat, not 12,000. So I'm gonna be weaving in the ends on that guy. Oh. And then all of these need to be turned into normal beanies. That's everything that I have completed. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna make a lot more hedgehogs than anything else because I really enjoy making the hedgehogs. The ducks are fun, except the fact that putting their eyeballs in hurts my hands like crazy. I do enjoy making the fish. I keep getting confused on the fish pattern. The green one is not perfect to the pattern. That's okay. You know why? It doesn't need to be perfect to the pattern, it just needs to land when it's flipped, and it lands when it flips. It actually lands better than the other ones. So. But anyways, that's all the stuff that I'm working on at the moment. The Pokemon blanket is not the highest priority for me because I've always looked at it as a long-term blanket. I always joke with people that it's like a 2-year blanket. And I'm already 6 months into it, and I'm about 1/4 of the way. Like, I still have yarns that I need to figure out for, like, I still have colors I haven't even picked out yet that I need to finish certain sections. I don't want to weave in certain sections because once you weave it in, it's harder to get your needle through. All that fun stuff. So I'm not ignoring it, but it's not the highest priority right now. Right now, a lot of stuff that's going on is me making fun little plushies and hats and scrunchies and stuff to just try it. I feel like markets would probably be the best for what I'm looking at because I'm not going to get stuck on, okay, her favorite color is yellow. How do I interpret that into a hedgehog? Oh, the corn one that she got was a pale yellow with it wasn't a tan, it was a pale yellow with all the little yellow and white beads on it. That's what it was. But anyways, like, I'd rather let my imagination take me where it wants to go and then try to sell things. And if they flop, they flop. It's not a big deal. Than be stuck trying to perfect orders based off of how people order things. And I have issues with perfectionism. It's part of the reason why I'm doing the Pokemon blanket the way I am. Let's pack these away so that I do not leave them out because knowing myself, I will have the whole living room torn apart after this video for like half the night. Oh, and that's the other thing. At work, we changed from 312s to 410s. I'm not gonna get any more sleep because we just get off earlier. So I get off at freaking 4:30 a.m. Nothing's open. But I still have to get my kid on the bus. I don't get any extra sleep. I just get an extra day that I have to go into work. I might end up using that time to crochet. Or maybe I'll make the videos more often. Who knows? Maybe I'll use that time to learn how to edit videos. But I'm still irritated about it. My entire adult life, I've always picked the schedule that is 312s instead of 410s. Because I like having a life outside of work. Like, I give work 110% to the point where, like, I need to take time for myself. But, yeah, I'm gonna have less time to spend on working all of this stuff. Anyways, that is the update. I'm gonna see if I can get better close-ups of the new areas that I have done for the Pokemon. Oh! I made you guys listen to the noise, and I didn't even show you guys what I got. So, Joann's has always been a big part of my life, okay? I grew up near one of the original stores, and like before I even started crafting, we used to go into there before going to the movie theater to get candy, okay? Like my dad, who's not a crafter, used to take me into Joann's on a near weekly basis. Every time I went down to see my grandma, my Nanny Jenny, every single time we went to Joann's, because she was an interior decorator. She was a tailor for a while. She did a lot of that type of stuff. She has always been a sewer, been a crocheter, been a knitter, and done it professionally as her own business. Like, for a large majority of my childhood, she was self-employed and doing fine with it. So, like, we would go to Joann's a lot. She's actually the reason why I know how to crochet. She's the one who taught me how to do chains. But I didn't get to see her often enough to learn how to turn the corner. So, it took until high school and YouTube helping me learn how to turn the corner for me to learn how to crochet fully. But I was able to get one of the signs when I was at Joann's. They didn't even charge me for it. They were just like, oh yeah, you can have it. But my sign says, I'd rather have closets full of yarn than shoes. Confession number 23. Like this is... I'm gonna figure out a way to make this in the back of most of my videos. It's not gonna stay up in my living room all the time because my boyfriend lives here too, and that would be disrespectful to him to have like that all up in the living room and not up in our bedroom. But I have a piece of Joann's. I'm happy about it. But anyways, with all that being said, I'm not dead. I promise. I promise. I'm not dead. I may or may not be making videos. Who knows? I'll do it when the fancy hits me. Yeah. If you like the video, like it, subscribe, do the little bell thingamajigger, and yeah. Oh, I was gonna show you guys the blanket. Oh, sorry. Okay, so our new additions. We have Oddish going on right there. He's screaming. We have Gloom. We have Velpium. I read everything. I never hear it spoken out loud. Downside of not having a lot of friends growing up. And then all the mushroom crabs that are slowly getting taken over. So that's the first one. The second one, this is the shell. And you can see the like little eyeballs right there for the next one. Vulpix was barely noticeable as Vulpix the last time I took this video. In fact, I want to work on getting that patch filled in right there so it looks a little better. I've done some work on Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Golbat and Zubat definitely got some love. This is the beginning of Meowth. Like, I am very happy that he's starting to show an appearance. Oh yeah, I got a little bit done. Not a lot. I still haven't picked out the color for Pikachu's brain. And the part that everybody freaks out about. So this is what the back of the blanket looks like right now. Okay? I'm not weaving in the ends till I'm happy with the Pokemon. You try to tell me that I need to weave in my ends, I'm gonna look at you and be like, are you volunteering? You gonna come to my house and weave in my ends? But this is the section that is all woven in. Oh no. There's a surprise Joel coming. It's a hi babe.
Hey.
I'm doing one of my videos.
Okay. I'm hungry.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have fun. Let me know what you're working on, because I'm assuming that you guys are crocheting while listening to me ramble. Bye!